Check 1, 2, 3. 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 Uh-uh. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, check 2, check 3, check 1, check 2. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All righty then. Looks like we are on the air. Looks like we are active. And you can be a part of the show. Exactly. Don't be scared. You can be a part of the show. Mm-mm. Check 1, 2, and 3. This is how it's going down, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that have been paying attention, yes, yes, yes. It is PSN Radio, and we are live. Catch it live, catch it now, or catch it when you can, but catch it nonetheless. I am just doing a little sharing. Get everybody up to speed out there in the cosmos. Thank everybody. Thank everybody. Please like and share. And by all means, hit the cash app. Yes, sir. This is actually radio, PSN radio and television. Right now, we are in radio mode. That's right. But your business is, by all means, welcome. This program is brought to you by M&M Custom Upholstery. For all of your custom upholstery needs, it is indeed M&M Custom Upholstery, located in the North Valley behind SAS off 19th Avenue. Automotive, residential, boats, RV, motorcycle, all of the above. Yes, all of your upholstery needs. Call M&M Custom Upholstery today at 623-256-1021. And for parents that have lost children, whether accident, or illness. Contact Our Destiny, Our Future Foundation. That is Miss Gilliam, and she will get you information about how you can have a foundation dedicated to your son or daughter that has passed away. Check it out. Check her out today. And wow, Wasted on Wheels, mobile bartending service at your service for all of your entertainment needs, your private party, corporate party, office party, backyard party, mobile bartending service. Check her out on the web. For sure. What else is going on? hmm Hold on. Sorry about that. Um, Check out PSN Radio and PSN Television on the Entertainment Street page at phoenixstreetnews.com. Local artist music, national artist music, and video played 24/7. Your news, information, sports, weather, and everything radio and TV. PSN, radio and TV. Check them out today. Sit back and relax. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. I know a lot of you artists out there are still into the battle rap, thanks to Kendrick Lamar and Drake. So you can participate. You can catch the link, get the link, and you can tap in. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is today, I'm going to be nice. I is going to share the link. Share the link today. Today, you get the link. You feel me? And we gonna stepdaddy loves y'all. We're gonna do that. We're gonna talk about Amber a little later. Amber Rose, Amber Ray, actually. Let's get this link shared to the show, and any number of you can check it out right now. You feel me? You can tap right in to the show. The link is shot around town. You can be a part of the show right now. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous, ladies and gentlemen. Mm-mm. Okay. One thing that I do want to discuss, there has been a lot of discussion last week about Juneteenth. You heard me? What it means, what it doesn't mean, what it might mean, what it could mean. How confused are we as people, as Black people, how confused are we? Now, under the fair use doctrine, I'm going to bring a little program thing onto the screen. You feel me? Now, I'm going to play a little bit, some sections of this for you so that you can have a an understanding of where we at. And not only where we are, but how we got here may in fact be a part of this conversation. My computer is limping like a dog. Well, I need an external hard drive. Somebody hit that cash out. $ Mike and D. Somebody please hit that cash out. Why is it that this is not showing on my screen over here? Why is that? It's showing broadcasting, but it is not on my screen. Why is that? But you guys are seeing it. And hopefully that will be good enough. I don't know what's going on over here with me, with my program here. All right, so I am going to play some of this. Now, this video already has 4.38 25K views, 25K views in 5 days. And this is going to illustrate how misinformation and bad news almost travels at the speed of light. So let me play.
Oh, Black history is American history. Be quiet for a minute, because Juneteenth is not about stores having sales, and no, Juneteenth is about Black self-determination. So if you're for Black self-determination, then you can certainly participate in and observe.
Hold on. Juneteenth is about Black self-determination. Really? Really? Is that what it is? Juneteenth is about Black self-determination. Mm-hmm. All right. All right, cool. So we're gonna have to expand on this. Now, first, so we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. Now, this is a professor. Hold on, can we get to the beginning of this so y'all can see who we got here?
It's a federal holiday, but it's not an American holiday. People want to say, "Oh, Black history is American history." Be quiet for a minute, because Juneteenth is not about stores having sales, and no, Juneteenth is about Black self.
Okay, so we are saying that Juneteenth is not an American holiday, right? And I'm going to go over some of this because this is disturbing. This is rather disturbing from an individual that at some point in time, or even now, some people are listening to this guy. Is it 106 degrees? Good Lord Jesus. All right. Anyway, that's a little bit about the weather. 106 degrees. Lord have mercy. And sunny. Really? Oh my God. Oh, we've had like temperatures like that, and it's overcast skies. Oh boy. Oh, this is the place. Don't you love it? Oh, come on.
Determination. So if you're for Black self-determination, then you can certainly participate in and observe and Juneteenth. That could be anybody. But if you're not for Black self-determination, you should be quiet. And we know the United States of America is not about Black self-determination. So therefore, how in the hell could Juneteenth be an American holiday?
Oh, okay. So America is not about Black self-determination. Really? Really? That's painting with a pretty broad brush. All right. So we're going to get into their little show. That's like, I guess, the introduction, I think.
Welcome. You are listening to Building the Black Educated Pipeline Podcast, the place where we talk to real people in the real struggle, doing the real work. I'm your host, Shana Terrell, educator, activist, dedicated to the lifelong struggle of freedom and liberation for my people.
Okay, hold on. I want to make this clear. YouTube, under the fair use doctrine, I am replaying this for our, hold on, let's stay straight with these people, for our magazine and TV/radio station. This is, in fact, news. All right? So let's not be confused. I'm not trying to ride or get any views or any likes off these people content. All right. Thank you. Let's proceed. All right. So we want to get a good understanding as to who these characters are. Right. So play a little bit. Let's play a little bit more. We're gonna cook.
Welcome, y'all. Today we'll be talking about Juneteenth, amongst other things. Shout out to my co-conspirators who are out there watching and listening. And of course, today we are joined by none other than my Baba, Dr. Greg Carr, Associate Professor at Howard University, host of In Class with Carr, and the Black Table on the Black Star Network. What's up, Dr. Carr?
Hello, my dear.
Now check this out. This is a professor at Howard University and HBCU, historically Black college.
My leader, Mama Shana, how are you? It's been too long.
I know it has been quite some time. We are so excited to have you on. We have missed you. I've missed you. I know my co-conspirators have missed you.
We all miss you. Yeah, we all miss you. But you know, you've been raising the nation and getting folks together for the next iteration of this struggle. And so it's always good to be in community with you as we enter another summer.
Another freedom summer.
Always freedom summer. Another freedom summer. This is went back and looked at our conversation. I would encourage people to look at it too. The conversation we had last year on Juneteenth.
Our Juneteenth special. Yeah.
Pop up.
Yes. I was about to say some folks was big mad about that episode.
Oh, good. Then if they were mad about that one, they're going to be furious about this one. But fortunately, neither of us lives next to Mrs. Alito, so we ain't got to worry about no upside down flags or evergreen tree flags in our yard. You're going to lose, Mrs. Alito. You and your funky husband and his friend, who was one of the old subsidiary billionaires, Clarence. You're going to lose. You should read a little history. It's not, you're on the losing side. But anyway, we don't live next to her, so I'm sure her head would come off the top of her neck. She could
We
hear
were
this,
talking
but
about
she can't.
Juneteenth. Yes. So as always, I'm pretty sure there are folks who've been rocking with us for a minute. There's some folks who are just, discovering us. So just real quick, can you just tell folks what Juneteenth is?
That's a good question. What is Juneteenth?
Hold on now. She asked him, can you please just kind of sort of tell folks what Juneteenth means? And he's saying, as a professor at Howard University, that that's a good question. Okay, let's see how good a question this is.
You started
Juneteenth is.
You started off right. You started off right. You're going exactly where I want to go. But go ahead.
Yes. Using the Africana Studies framework that we developed first for the School of Philadelphia, and now that's a global framework we're using with the narrative platform, and beyond that in class and in a lot of other places, we would say that there are two separate answers to that. One is an answer that relates to who African people are to others, and that would be kind of like the conventional date answer. And of course, that's very simple. Juneteenth it refers to June 19th, 1865. That is the day that General Gordon Granger and his troops sailed into Galveston Bay and read what is known as General Order Number 3. General Order Number 3, which was read by one of his lieutenants, F.W. Embry, said on that day that all blacks are free, all Negroes are free, all Africans are free.
Hold on. All African slaves in the Confederate States, where slaves were free. All African slaves were free. Okay.
That was pursuant to the Emancipation Proclamation, which had gone into effect January 1st, 1863. And in the wake of the surrender of General Robert E. Lee to General Grant, Ulysses S. Grant, at Appomattox Courthouse down the street from here in Virginia. And that is the definition of Juneteenth. It's called Teenth.
Okay. Now that is the definition of Juneteenth. No, that is the history of Juneteenth. They got the news in Galveston, Texas, 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, which in fact was an executive order by Lincoln. Let's go on.
Not only because it was June 19th, but because the month of June, as the Union Army moved west, it was informing people that the war was over and that Africans were free. Now, using our African Studies framework, what Juneteenth is to us, people of African descent, that's a little bit more complicated. It is a ritual of self-determination. It's a ritual of celebration. It's a ritual of assessment. It's a ritual of action. Because in the wake of that, African people began to continue to build, but without the shackles. And we can talk more about, what that means.
Now, notice how he specifically says African people, not African Americans, right? How he specifically says African people a number of times in the early stages of this conversation. So we want to focus on how there is a detachment from America, but this idealistic framework of self-determination and self-reliance. I want to see where any of that is, and where even at Howard, what any of that is being taught. But let's go. Let's go on.
In terms of the fact that Africans were not free, in many ways still aren't free, but although in chattel enslavement was supposed to end on that date or before that date, in places like Texas, where the Juneteenth proclamation was read, Field Order Number 3, General Order Number 3, it continued for some people for years. For many in Texas, for at least up to a year, according to my friend and brother Gerald Horn in his book, The Counter-Revolution of 1838. But we can get more into that. So that's kind of in a shorthand, the definition of what Juneteenth is.
So basically the end of shadow slavery for Black people.
And the formal recognition of the end. And we can talk more about how that fits in a larger network of...
Oh, okay. So he finally gets around to the specifics at Juneteenth marked an end of chattel slavery for Africans at the time that were in America. All right. Let's go on with the professor.
Celebrations of commemorations, everything from Emancipation Day to Memorial Day, which started as Decoration Day that African people created in South Carolina, and everything else. I like to think of Juneteenth in some ways, because now it is a federal holiday as of 2 years ago. It's really kind of like Kwanzaa meets the 4th of July, because we did not celebrate the 4th of July. Some of us, like me, still don't.
Okay, so hold on. Kwanzaa meets the 4th of July. Now, Kwanzaa is, in fact, a made-up Christmassy holiday. And kind of like a number of other play holidays, you know, like saying, for instance, and it's not a play holiday in that the people that participate aren't serious, but it's not a nationally recognized holiday. For instance, Cinco de Mayo. Very big festive event, but it's not a holiday. It's not a national holiday. Getting to the rank of national holiday takes some doing. As a matter of fact, America has only 11 national holidays. It appears that a lot of Americans are just kind of ignorant to being American. So we have 11, and you can look them up. I don't need to do all that for you, too. But you know, starting with January, you got what? New Year's, right? Then you got Martin Luther King holiday. Now that is a national holiday where people are off from work and get paid. A paid holiday. The bank is closed. Then you have Juneteenth, the national holiday. Now, we only have two national holidays that are for the Negroes. It is Martin Luther King birthday, and now Juneteenth, 2 years in. Then you have Independence Day, 4th of July. And then you have what? Labor Day. Memorial Day is a national holiday. Uh, and then you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, uh, Veterans Day. But anyway, all of those other holidays, all 9 of them, are all good old American apple pie holidays. And not to be too honest, but all white people holidays that everybody else participate in. Christmas, Thanksgiving. Memorial Day, Labor Day. But 2 of them are holidays that have to do with ADOS, American Descendants of Slavery. Martin Luther King, a martyr, an individual that laid his life on the line for the Constitution of the United States of America. That we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal and endowed with certain unalienable rights as of 1776. So for individuals considered intellectuals, books in the background to depict scholar, I'm not sure if the books and the brain go together. Now, as Americans, and people can look at this any way that they like, America is, whether we would like it or not, actually black and white. That's where it started. That is the foundation of America, black and white. Whites and black slaves that mold this country into this great place, this civilization that Abraham Lincoln said at Gettysburg that told it all, that laid out the blueprint for, I don't know if it's going to go like that. But Abraham Lincoln said in his Gettysburg address 7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal, but that we were gathered on a battlefield of that war, that concept, testing whether this nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated would long endure, so conceived in the proposition that all men are created equal, so conceived in the idea that this multicultural society would be able to exist, coexist in a friendly environment governed by a constitution. But it appears that those that were used to build the country, those that their intellectual properties were stolen, taken, and the benefit of their achievements in that 40 acres and a mule, they never got. So their children, their descendants are starting from scratch every generation. And then blamed for their economic situation. We're going to go on a little further with this guy's rant. And what I want, not only Black people, ADOS, American descendants of slavery, to understand is that a lot of people that look somewhat like us are not for us. They are for themselves. And we have to understand that. So their information, when ran through the filter, always leads to who's writing the check. Who's writing the check? Now, these people have a lot of viewers, which means a lot of people have gotten misinformation, just mumbo jumbo information that is supposed to be coming from a scholar that represents an HBCU, a historically Black college or university. And at this point, we can assume that the students are coming up short, that they obviously don't have the best and the brightest leading them, obviously. But I'm going to let the man talk. And to the other Americans, especially my next door family. Oh, good afternoon, next door. My Lord. I I will be having some tales from next door on the show. Yeah, so y'all are gonna have to make sure y'all stay tuned for that. I think that is going to be the most interesting thing ever. And because we are an OTT platform, we are not bound by hardly any of the social media issues of community standards. Although we are adults here and we must be responsible, there are children in the audience. So we must stay focused on that. This is a community show. But I do want to say to my next door family that your community events are welcome. You may send your community events to the email that you see, mikeanddee at phoenixstreetnews.com. And your business ads, your political ads are welcome. Your 30-second political ad or longer than 30 seconds. We can work it out or it is available. Hit the cash out, please, if any of the conversation that you hear makes any sense whatsoever. Like and share the show. And look for a lot of these shows in being on the PSN TV, where you will be able to go to the website and check it out. All right, so let's play some more of this, and I want to be respectable to these people as much as I can under the circumstances.
We would mark July the 5th. That's when Frederick Douglass gave his famous "What to the Slaves" the 4th of July speech. It was January the 5th. We did that deliberately to say we do not celebrate the 4th of July. But if you want to get into great detail about it, because I know this is a pop-up, we're just kind of dropping this. I know you want to have people out there be educated about it. All the books that we talked about before when we talked about it, and all of this will be this coming week, Juneteenth weekend will be the 5th conversation I've had with Professor Karen Hunter about it. So if you all want to go out there on YouTube and look for hours of conversation about it, you can look at session 13 of In Class with Carr, session 67. The following year, that was 2021. We started 2020 with episode 13. Session in 2021 was 67. And then in 2022, after it became a holiday, federal holiday, and I actually was at the White House when Joe Biden signed that bill. That is in session 119. If you all go look, we talk about the politics of that. And then last year, session 171, they had a concert at the White House, and I actually went to see that concert. My band was playing Tennessee State's marching band. So if you want to go and look at 171, that covers last year. And here we are today. This is the capsule kickoff to Juneteenth weekend. Y'all doing something special in Philly?
There's going to be all types of celebrations and stuff. You know how Philly do. We are the over 80% Black folk. So there's actually going to be a Juneteenth parade here. So
excellent.
And yeah, I'm excited about that. That'll be really nice.
Could somebody give me look up this why you got to have a staff, you know? I'm like, yo, could you Google the murder rate in the land of brotherly love, Philadelphia, and stuff for me real quick. I wait a minute, hold on. Let's see here. let's see here. Yes. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, please. Uh, mm, 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 mm. Philadelphia among top deadliest cities in the U.S. this year. Okay, so let me do for let me do da 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 da. Anyway, I'll get back to that. But hold on. Let's get back over here. The people having a good
Yeah,
time in
and for
Philly.
folks in Philly who probably know, for the rest of the country watching this and the world watching this, Philadelphia Juneteenth celebrations go back decades. It was brother Ron Brown who was the chair of something called the Juneteenth Committee in Philadelphia. And Philadelphia, like Buffalo, New York, like Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Rochester and Minneapolis, St. Paul area in Minnesota, like LA, like Richmond, Virginia. There are many places whose Juneteenth celebrations go back decades. I'm talking about, for some of them, as far back as the 1950s and 60s. I'm talking about outside of Texas, outside of other places in the South. And Philadelphia is one of those places. So that now that everybody else has discovered it and it's got proclamations and government, what Philadelphia is doing is just extending a tradition that goes way, way back.
And I'll say this too. We've talked about this before, that now that Juneteenth kind of is opened up to the world, right? The commercialization of Juneteenth and what that means. I was cracking up. I saw somebody said, Juneteenth is not Kwanzaa in the summertime. That's not what this is.
Who said that?
Some post I read somewhere, and I just
a Negro host, a host of African descent.
It was somebody black.
See, the problem we have is that, you know, in Boston, maybe about, let me see, this would have been about 30 years ago or so. Y'all can go back and look at the conversations we've had to get the exact date. But somebody created what they call a Juneteenth flag. It's red and blue with a white, like, exploding star in the middle. There's a star and then encircled by what looks like a white, like, explosion, jagged explosion. That is considered by many the official Juneteenth flag. It's red and blue. But I've been seeing
it's actually red, white, and blue. And let me see if I can. And hold on here. Let me add. We don't want y'all to be in the dark just because that guy is a little slow. We don't want y'all, my audience, to be on the slow bus. You know what I mean? We want y'all to be on top of everything. You feel me? Yes, indeed. Let's see if, in fact, let's see here if I can squeeze my camera over there for y'all. All right, those that are watching, that is the red, white, and blue that he is referring to, minus the fist, minus the liberation fist in the middle. Now, this guy is a professor. He's a professor. And because even if it's something that you don't agree with, there's still, as a professor, you got to understand the elements of the Juneteenth official flag. Anything else is not the Juneteenth official flag. Now, this is my flag. My flag is modified. All right. My flag is modified. What is the difference? Well, let's explain the elements of the flag where the professor was confused. He know what he's talking about. And he a professor though. All right. First of all, the arch that separates the red from the blue simulates a horizon, a new horizon after slavery. New horizon, right? The red, the earth, blood, you could say, but in the soil, you could say, but more so representing the red of America. All right, and the blue sky, blue America. Now, the jagged ring is considered a what's the term for it? Oh, well, I got a brain lock. Gosh. It is a it'll come to me. It is the thing when a new star is born, when a new star, boom, it is a oh Lord. Feels so stupid. It's right there. You ever say it's right there on the tip of your tongue? You're like, it's right there on the tip of your brain, stem, right there at the forehead and stuff. And you are just you just can't freaking say it. But anyway, that's what uh, uh I feel so stupid right now. I mean, don't I have it written down somewhere just in case of this kind of situation? It is a blah blah blah. It is a um, term that is for a new star being being born, but I'll think of it in a minute. And the star in the middle, which would be right dead center of the horizon, is the star that represents Texas, because Texas, as he mentioned earlier, Galveston, Texas, Galveston Bay is where they pulled up in the ship. Like, yo, y'all free. What? Yes, sir. Yeah, to do what? But that's another story. But so that star represents Texas, right? And the not microburst, the why can I think of the term for it? Don't I have it like saved in my phone for these kind of emergencies when I would have to think of something like this right here, and I would be lost for words. And don't I how do I have these categories? of stuff in my phone and not have this where I could just like look at a list of stuff in supernova. Ah, ah, right there. Finally. Oh my God. Supernova. Okay. That jagged circle is a supernova. It's a symbol for supernova, the birth of a star. And it represents for the Juneteenth flag a new birth, a new beginning, right? So they got all these cool elements of it. And again, the star. Now, for me, I was like, you know what? That flag is cool, but it don't have no it don't have no bow with it. You know, it don't really like say like we mad, right? In it. So I decided that the black fist wrist liberation defiance fist was perfect. You feel me? Was perfect. And that the fist needed to go through the supernova like the supernova was like the supernova was a wrist, was like a bracelet. You know what I mean? It was like a bracelet. And the star, the fist was holding in the palm of the hand. Like, yeah. You know, like when you see one of them superheroes and they hold a hand and the energy come out of the hand, right? Right. Okay. So like that. I'm thinking real superhero shit right there. So so anyway, so I had my printer get notice printing to design to take. I looked at a lot of different Juneteenth flags, variations of flags, and there are a lot of different variations. And I thought this one was the one base flag that I wanted to go with. And so that's the one I would like, yeah, with that, and made it happen. But that is what he is trying to refer to. But let's get into what he's excited about, shall we? Let's get into what he excited about. Well, yes, sir. What they excited about, right, Laura? Well, you know what they excited about. Okay, so these people, their thing is, well, let's just let them say it in their own words, shall we?
To my enjoy. A lot of Juneteenth shirts and flags and posters with red, black, and green.
Green, yes.
I love it because see that reinforces, contrary to the opinion of the person said it's not Kwanzaa in the summertime. It is Kwanzaa. In fact, in the summertime, in this one sense, it's about self-determination. Yeah. In fact, when we were together last year, I couldn't put my hands on this, but I since moved a lot of stuff to storage and I was moving some stuff around, and I was able to come across this little pamphlet by a great folklorist out of Texas, a legend, J. Mason Brewer. And he wrote an article in 1932 in Publications of the Texas Folklore Society, and they reprinted it as a pamphlet. It's called Juneteenth. I don't know if you see. Let me see if I can get it. It's called Juneteenth. Juneteenth by J. Mason Brewer. And J. Mason Brewer, he actually signed this one. This is one that he actually autographed. And not to me, of course, I wasn't alive. But he said this, and I thought it was very interesting. He said, the significance of the day, Juneteenth, is so great, and the tales I've collected are so bound up with the legalized slavery in 1965, this day put an end to, that I have used Juneteenth as a title. It's a collection of stories. But he says, nobody who does not understand a Juneteenth celebration can ever understand the Negro or their songs and tales. So this is not, it's a federal holiday, but it's not an American holiday. People want to say, oh, Black history is American history. You should be quiet for a minute. Because Juneteenth is not about stores having sales and, no, Juneteenth.
Wait a minute. How is Juneteenth not an American holiday and a part of American history when all of what we celebrate during Black History Month is a contribution to America that made America great for real? I'm gonna try to make it through it.
This is about Black self-determination. So if you're for Black self-determination, then you
wait a minute. It's about Black self-determination. It ain't about Blacks being free from slavery. It ain't about Black being free from slavery. It's almost saying the Civil War wasn't over slaves.
You can certainly participate in and observe and Juneteenth. That could be anybody. But if you're not for Black self-determination, you should be quiet. And we know the United States of America is not about Black self-determination. So therefore, how in the hell could Juneteenth be an American holiday? When you say that. What's it? Go ahead.
Hold on. When sorry, I'm eating a mango. But can you imagine sitting in this guy's classroom? This guy, professor. Can you imagine listening to his convoluted story of information and bouncing all over the place? Anyway, let's go.
I think people struggle with absolutes, right? Because I think that Juneteenth is supposed to be a symbol of like freedom. So
right.
Wait a minute. It's supposed to be? Hold on. Now here we have a young woman, a young sister, an educator, and an old dude. And this is the slowest group, tandem pair, that I ever seen in my life. Right now. And I generally don't move around YouTube like this. I pay attention to serious people. And only time I just happened to stumble across this by accident because I was watching something else. And this was like the next video up under it. And I'm like, okay. I'm gonna check it out. All right, I'm gonna check it out. I'll check it out. And after I'm paying attention to it, I'm thinking, wait a minute. Houston, we have a problem. This is okay, let's go. Let's have some more. Let's have some more.
We ain't free, which right? I want to get into that conversation, but I think that people should realize that it's a symbol of a certain part of our lives and a certain part of repression that we were able to overcome. And I don't think people think critically or think that deep
Hold on. That we were able to overcome? No, we were not able to overcome it. We were not able to overcome it. We had a whole civil war to get around it. Yeah, see, oh my God. How do we to overcome it? You haven't overcame anything. You haven't overcame anything at all. This is what's so slow about these people. And I don't want to just, okay. This is what's so slow. You got clearly people that are in the position to make a difference, but they making the dumbest difference ever. I mean, it's just bad.
Lisa times about it?
No, we don't. No, especially in the age of TikTok, we definitely don't. I was reading an article in today's Times, Thursday, June the 13th, and they were talking about what they're calling now brain rot. They're studying brain rot. By they, I mean scientists, people, and they're talking about how when you scroll TikTok or on X or Twitter or whatever, and you lose track of time, all of that contributes to what the scientists are calling brain rot.
Hold on. I did a TikTok called "Are You a Scroller? Are you just in front of your screen scrolling, endlessly scrolling? What are you scrolling for? You don't know. You're just scrolling, waiting for the next big wow. Look at there. Oh my God. What was that? Scrolling. Before you know it, a whole day has passed. You're like, oh my God, where did the time go? Scrolled. You just scrolled your life away. But let's just see what this guy is, because if you've got something that everybody is trying to strive for as a content creator, of having something that will slow down the scroll, they were like, oh, gotcha. This is outrageous. Oh yeah, but anyway, that's another story. Let's see what the intellectuals have to say.
So where people use the shorthand that they see.
Talking about brain rot, you are witnessing brain retardation
On social media and replace fully developed sentences and thoughts. You know, it's giving short attention span. See that right? That would be an example of brain rot. It's giving.
It's giving.
It's giving. You know, as you would tell Adonis, no, use your words. No, it's giving. It's getting brain rot.
No, it's ebonics. No, I'm sorry. It's not ebonics. That's just a joke.
So at any rate, so no, people are not thinking very deeply about this. No, people are.
Now, wait a minute.
Not thinking.
Hold on. Let me show y'all how, because the fact that I've already watched this. Let me show y'all how a professor contradicts his own self. Right? Now, he mentioned people not wanting to read out and write out full sentences, right? Correct. Okay. In this conversation, he mentions him giving a lecture, and the students asked him, where is the closed caption? Where is the title? Where is the text? Where is it? What you saying? And he's like, well, I don't have it. And I think you need to just listen to me. No, they want to read. They like reading. That is what young people do. Fortunately, other than do the shorthand, well, the closed caption, buddy, is not going to give you the shorthand, shortcut, jargon talk. It's going to speak in real English. Oh my God. Which means that students that learn and practice reading. You know, when you go to a movie and it's a foreign movie and you black and you don't read that good and they got the caption and they got as soon as you see it in the write-up that they got that you're gonna have to read. Black folks in there, they ain't getting all of the words. No, can you slow the word down to a little slower? Thank you. Yeah, can you slow it down just a little bit so we can read it? And now, because people in their rap music, they read the words off their phone, other than the fact that they type shorthand or something like that, they are actually reading, which is not a bad thing. And then here you have a whole professor. All right, hold on. I'm gonna let him explain it for y'all.
Deeply about
married.
About this. Oh my God.
It's giving short attention span. It's giving devolution.
But you know, that's a struggle though, Doc. And the reason why I say it's a struggle is because some people, the only place that they're going to get information or acquire knowledge is on TikTok. It's not everybody.
No.
But a good majority of people, they go to see the news, they go to see what's happening, they go to find information all from these social media platforms.
Well, that's
so
why
sometimes
y'all need to
it's kind of
advertise.
like if you don't make some type of content geared towards the right stuff, or that's a little bit clickbait, or that we can create a 1 minute to 30-second clip or something, some people won't understand, or they'll be hit with the counter narratives of how Juneteenth is a fake holiday, it's a made up holiday. But this
is every holiday ever made up.
That's what I was about to say. This is when you get into it, people don't think critically. Every holiday.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Every holiday is made up. Okay. Made up. Why? Made up to represent something. Oh my God, these people are actually the slowest intellectuals I've heard in a long time.
Is a made up holiday. It's a holidays are made up. Like you decide what you want to declare for people to take the day off and not work, really, right?
Exactly. Or work, because originally Juneteenth, and still very many places, particularly in the South, particularly in Texas, Juneteenth always involved labor. Like the Juneteenth, you eat on Juneteenth.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. Let's see how this man confuses work, concentrated labor, and casual voluntary labor. But listen to this. These people are nuts.
So they would start cooking food a week in advance, particularly when you're talking about digging a barbecue pit and cooking a whole cow or some hogs. I mean, you got to start that like 4 or 5 days before. They would then do all the cooking and all the baking.
He used to
all
call
the
the network.
all the preparation. In fact, in part number 119, Dr. Senyata Ahmed and I talked about all the red foods, the red soda, the red cake, all of those things, and the significance of red, which goes back to Africa. But on the day itself, they had a Juneteenth parade. Typically, I'm glad to hear Philly will have one today, this week. They had speeches, often sermons, because the Juneteenth celebrations will be held on church grounds. In fact, one of the founders of Juneteenth in Texas, John Henry Yates, Jack Yates was his nickname. Jack Yates was a man in ministry, so he and several of his friends bought the land that became the first place in Houston right the year after Juneteenth was read out to have the first Juneteenth celebration. And Jack Yates, by the way, is the name of the school right there in the third ward of Houston, cross street from Texas Southern University, and down the street from Dr. Allen's dentistry practice. In fact, I was talking to my friend Felicia Rashad about that because she and her sister, Debbie Allen is their maiden name. That was their daddy. Their mother's still alive. She's over 100 years old. And he practiced dentistry right in the shadow of that area, which is called Emancipation Park. I'm saying all that to say that Juneteenth wasn't a day off. It was a day of labor. They came together to celebrate, but they also together to mark progress.
Okay, now are they working? Now, is working going to a job and working to prepare for and doing stuff, or working for a celebration, is that the same kind of working? Am I missing something here? Am I missing holiday? Is holiday festivities the same as going to the job?
What if we acquired? And as they ran the races and had the parades and ate the food, the speeches that were said, most of them sermons, were also, this is what we have built and this is what we're going to build. So even when we think about Juneteenth as a day off, it's taking it out of the governance formation and putting it in who we are to other people. It's not a day off. And so, yeah, that's exactly right. And so it was made up to mark progress, to remember, and also to plan for the future and assess what we have done so far.
Listen, I just like.
Hold on. It was made up to commemorate the progress that we had done and not to celebrate the fact that we had survived slavery. Okay.
You smoothly slid into your friend Felicia Rashad.
My friend, that's my friend. Yeah, one thing I respect about Felicia Rashad is, is she your friend? She your friend. So, what? Anyway, just edit it.
Manufactured intelligence.
Manufactured, yeah, manufactured consent. I'm not sure. That's not that word. And I just say,
yes.
I'm like, y'all didn't even go back and edit what the AI did. It's important. It's important to do that. Don't let AI, because see, then that reflects on you and me. Like, and now, which is why if you want to think about Juneteenth in shorthand, if you think of Kwanzaa car crash into the 4th of July, it'll make you mad. But it's also will fit in those little transcriptions that I see now at the bottom of these YouTube shorts and TikToks. Pro tip: don't let AI.
Very fancy. Yes.
Don't let AI do that for you. At least go back and edit, because I've seen several times when we've been in conversation and other conversations, people will take a clip of something I said, and I'll see the little words pop up at the bottom, the captions, and I'm so clear that AI did it because it's phonetic. It's like, that's not that word. And I just say, I'm like, y'all didn't even go back and edit what the AI did. It's important.
Oh boy. You know what? I never thought of that, of AI being used in that framework, whereas a person would get some bits and pieces of a story and then have AI to write the rest of the story? Are you nuts? Uh, uh, uh. You can't have AI write something that is current, that is right now. Because AI can't predict tomorrow. So, and AI is going to give you a script, not specifics to the moment. AI ain't there. Oh my God, y'all, boy, y'all lazy. Y'all gonna be that lazy? Okay.
It's important to do that. Don't let AI, because see, then they reflect on you.
Okay, so yeah, because somebody else will think that AI actually that the original person is actually an individual that wrote the story. Okay, let's fast forward. There was another story I shared last night that was with um Amber Ray. Was with Amber Ray. And let me see if in fact I I'm gonna see if I can in fact play y'all some of Amber's conversation from last night, this morning, right? I don't know why my thingamajig is not acting right. Ba 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 da ba. I'm loving it, and I'm gonna try to give y'all these folks for a minute, and y'all just check this out and see what y'all think. Oh, it's buffering. Don't worry, it's buffering. It's buffering. It's buffering. Oh, this computer is like clowning. Y'all gonna have to hit the cash out because, man, we desperately need some new equipment. I need equipment upgrade here. We are struggling over here right now. Ain't no doubt about it. That kind of lifestyle. Oh yeah, that might not even they may not even play. I am sorry. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. They is locked right there. That is nuts. Sorry. I said it's buffering and buffering and buffering. Uh-uh. Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, that was a program ad before that wouldn't
Yeah. Be careful with that. That's a butter knife. Okay? You're gonna make a peanut butter jelly. Can I have that?
And this. And this.
What's this?
I know.
Peanut butter.
This. Peanut butter.
What's this?
I know.
Jelly.
Jelly.
So you
all
got
right.
peanut butter?
Jelly.
What's this?
Bread.
Bread. Good job, man. Okay, so we need how many?
One. 2.
Good job, man.
Now open these.
Open it.
Okay, now
Pop the lid off of that one.
can
I'm gonna use the butter knife, okay? Because mommy has to be safe, okay?
all right, now I think y'all can see this. and hear it, like and share. Now, this is the story. This is the story of Amber Ray. Now, Amber is 27. I think she's about to be 28. She's 4'11". She weighs 180, 70, 80, something like that. That's what she said the other day. She has 3 children, all by different guys. And the last baby is not this one that's in this picture. The last baby is about 6 months or so, 8 months, 9 months maybe old, is a toss-up between her boyfriend, Mike, and a guy named Pop Trunk. Now, the guy, Pop Trunk, I think these guys are from Houston area, and Mike is too. And Mike and this girl was messing around, and I think Mike used to be something married and went to prison and some more stuff. But anyway, when he gets out, he meets Amber some kind of way. I think she fled Arizona or something. Anyway, she was in Houston, and as Mike recalls, she was acting a little wild and floozy in the hotel window. And Mike, I don't know, had Pop Trunk. Pop Trunk came by or was some kind of way. Pop Trunk is outside the window watching her twerk and move inside. Okay, well, that was over. And what happened? Her and Mike gets into an altercation. And she leaves. And where does she go? She goes to find Pop Trunk. And Pop Trunk, recently out of prison, came to the rescue and held her hostage for a little while, long enough to get her pregnant. And was keeping her in a hotel until his Pop Trunk funds ran out and she was homeless with the babies. And then back to Mike. And Mike came to the rescue. And some kind of way, her and the Mike episode went sideways and she dipped. And I think now she's in a hotel room in Tucson with the 3 babies, with two kids. I don't know, 2 kids, 3 kids, a lot of kids. And what she's been doing is doing her life on social media and like telling everything. I mean, just everything, her life on social media. And it's like it's like uh, uh, uh. So she's getting sympathy from a lot of females and people, and she's trying to get help at whatever she can get. She ran off from wherever she was at in Texas, left most of her stuff so she don't have clothes, her family, and they would, oh, anyway, she's got a crazy, horrible, common story of I'm a boss and ain't no man gonna tell me nothing. but now you got 3 kids and no guy ish. But Mike is like kind of like trying to be the guy. You feel me? So let's go.
First, peanut butter. You want a peanut butter jelly, baby?
I don't know if any of them need any peanut
All
butter.
right, I'll make it one. So we got the peanut butter.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome, baby. And we got jelly.
Oh, Lord Jesus, that's a lot of jelly.
Good morning to everybody.
That's a lot of jelly right there. Woo-wee.
Mac and cheese, too.
The mac and cheese, too.
Okay.
But this is the Amber Ray
Do you want
story.
me to cut this for you?
It is live. Well, this one is not live. She was live earlier. And
Okay.
hey, I cut my peanut butter jelly sandwiches up just like that. Except I do like 3 layers. I do that Dagwood, baby.
Okay. There you go. Okay. I gotta make see one.
All right.
Y'all, good morning.
What is it getting? Water?
Monday. Happy Monday. Gotta get on the phone today, make some calls, see what's gonna be the move, y'all, because I gotta figure this out for me and my babies.
Always
Nolly, you
them
want
and their
peanut butter
baby.
jelly? Okay. Good morning. Hey, Liz. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Christina. Gotta have strawberry jelly. Really? I like grape. Now I gotta make sissies. First, you put the peanut butter. How many pieces of bread? 1. Good job. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What comes next? Count. 1, 3, 4. Cocoa melon.
Yeah, no, man.
Don't come in my life, girl. You don't got no shirt on. Go put a shirt on. Did anybody just see Nala just now? You didn't see Nala, did you?
No, we didn't see anything.
Comment down below if you saw Nala right now, because she just woke
No,
up.
we didn't see
Did you
anything.
see my baby?
No.
To take her shirt off in the night when she's hot. So in the morning, I gotta get her to put a shirt on. I gotta break her out of that habit. No? Okay, thank you, because I would have end this live and delete it.
Yeah, well, you be going to prison.
Not this way. Go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you. Go that way by the sink. Okay.
So this is the life of a young lady.
Where's a little boy?
She's in a
I love having
hotel.
down there on live with no shirt on. It's not appropriate. You want me to cut your peanut butter jelly? Okay. Sissy doesn't want hers cut. You want to cut half?
I'm a big person. I'm a big girl.
Okay.
So she's got a bigger girl that's like, I don't know.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're up making a peanut butter and jelly. This was asked for, you know. So.
And so
Here we are.
this is.
Don't put it. You do.
This is the Amber story, Amber Ray story. And what she was doing is is telling her story and and attempting to get, I mean, sympathy and some cash. Hit the cash out. This is my sad story, and this is how it is. Me and my babies. I'm just gonna do everything I can for my babies. Well, one of the things that you should have done for your babies is made sure your babies were safe and secure by choosing a good man. Choices matter. And for some reason, everyone seems to be under the impression that choices don't matter and that you are not responsible for your choices. The choices in men is a choice that you consciously make. And to have children by these men, and let's be honest, there are a number of women that are under the impression that they are better off without a husband and that there is no advantage to being married. That being married is of no significance and it is the same as shacking up. Well, I'm here to tell you that they are not the same. Shacking up, you have no security. Zero. Anybody in the shack up can pack up and walk out the door anytime with no repercussions. Repercussions? Whatever. Anyway, without any recourse. And I don't care how many years or how many days it's been. You don't have any paperwork. Paperwork is everything. As a woman, what do you get with paperwork? You get to be a partner in a marriage. You get to be safe and secure. Got the home, the car, the kids. You go to work, they go to work, you building a future. Everybody's under contractual agreement to be there, stay there, and hold up their end of the bargain of through sickness or in health, for better or for worse, for richer or for poor. All of those things could, in fact, make you unhappy. But I don't think anywhere in the marriage vows there is anything about you being happy. Didn't say a word, didn't mention happy anywhere. Happiness is a made up feeling. You can be happy about anything. You can be happy of jumping off the bridge with a bungee cord tied to your leg that might break. You're so happy. I'm not even happy with the idea, with the concept of jumping off of anything. So happiness is an emotion. It's a feeling. It's a figment of your imagination. But marriage, even if it holds to the general standard of 5 to 7 years. Okay, so the first 2 or 3 years, what are y'all doing? Saving, buying property, buying a house, buying your first house, looking forward to the future, planning. Okay. Being adults. So, yes, you have security. If things go sideways, ladies, and he is the fault, what happens? He get to walk and you get to keep the bulk of what y'all created. If you got a baby or two by who knows who, and him too, and y'all just together, and he decide, I don't think I like this anymore, and goes bye-bye, you don't get nothing. If, in fact, he actually is the baby daddy, and he walk, you don't get nothing. You try to get some child support, but it would be better if you had his support right there in the house. You know, one of the reasons why women don't want to get married is because they give up the freedom to do anything and everything that they want to do whenever they want to do it. Only children get to do stuff like that. Go play. Grown folks got other things to do, like build for the future. The longer it takes you to get into a business building marriage relationship, the farther you are behind. Stuff you building now, you could have built last year or year before. But the economics, we'll have some economic charts that we will pull up. But meantime, next door, how are you doing? Sorry about the little delay. I know that it was buffering. It just was buffering. Wasn't playing. But I'm going to follow the Amber Ray story because it is interesting. One of the other things that is interesting about the Amber Ray story, when I was on her live and I was asking her questions, like how old was she? How many children did she have? Was she married to any of the fathers? One of the fathers is African guy or from Africa. Somewhere. She didn't even say wherever, Ghana or wherever. And she's like, yeah, he's supposed to be paying child support. Yeah, good luck. Okay. So one of the guys is from Africa somewhere. Another guy is from, I don't know. And then these last two guys, there's a toss-up between which one of them baby that one is. Right? Okay. And so anyway. So other women that are in the comment line are like, yeah, girl, you can do it. You can. No, she's about to have to go to a shelter. And she's a CNA or something, right? And she works like 3 days, a week, or something like that. But she's paying 80 some bucks a uh she's paying like 80 some bucks a week, a day, or something something for her hotel room that she's in now. Now that being said, um the chicks that are be in the comment, like I'll ask some questions, and some chick will say something like, "She ought to block you, girl. Why don't you block him?" And she just chilling. Oh no, he's cool. Blah blah. Oh no, girl, you sure ought to shut up. Oh, he sure is asking a lot of questions. Yeah, that's how you find out stuff. Ask questions. Might be some questions that somebody else is thinking about asking, but didn't ask. People that need to know. Since she's already put this out as a public cry for help, not just not just for social media content, because everybody try to like, okay, my story is so tragic and stuff. I can probably get the bag off of my misery if I tell the world how miserable it is. Well, probably. You know what I mean? But you're not the only one in a miserable situation that put themselves in a miserable situation. Until next time, y'all, you know what time it is. It is time to go. Radical Mike and What's Up, Radical Mike Show, PhoenixStreetNews.com, PSN Radio, and PSN Television now playing on Entertainment Street. This program is also brought to you by Our Destiny, Our Future Foundation. Contact Miss Gilliam, and she'll get you squared away for a foundation in the honor of one of your children. And wow, Wasted on Wheels, mobile bartending service. You know the deal. For all of your party needs. Which means I need to have a deal for like, bam, Jaguars. Oops, sorry about that. Like Jaguars and Chicken Shack. You feel me? Well, you can get it just like that. Oh boy. And it gets so juicy. Oh, yes, it's so juicy. Your ads can be right here. Your ads, your business can be right here for pennies. Tell your friends. Your upcoming events can be right here. Your community events can be right here. Easy peasy. Can be right here. Your upcoming events, your upcoming flyers, yes, can be right here. So get to know PSN, TV and radio. And again, next door, thank you for all that you do. And inbox me if you have an upcoming event over on next door, and I will shout it out. Try not to make it too long. But if you've got a general event, get with me and I will surely pass it on to the rest of the next door family. All right. So I'm thinking this is going to be all right. This is going to be a good move. And for the community. So those of you that are part of the next door family, inbox me on Nextdoor or at the email scrolling across the screen. But make sure you do. As a matter of fact, I will do something just specially for Nextdoor. And if you are an advertiser, right now on Nextdoor, get with me. If you are an advertiser on Nextdoor, I will give you a special rate on PSN radio and TV, and also on my podcast. So you can like and share the podcast. The podcast will be airing more often on Nextdoor so that your community events that are Nextdoor related, everybody will know. Just when you see my show post, look to see, hey, if not only you, but your neighbor next door is advertising right here at PSN radio and TV. Until next time, it is Radical Mike, aka Michael Hinton, actually. PhoenixStreetNews.com and M&M Custom Upholstery. We gotta go.